Yo, what is up, YouTube, and today we're going to be talking about the most well-rounded build on NBA 2K24. As you guys can see, we have a scrappy point. Now, what this build has is a 75 rating for every single stat. Now, obviously, I couldn't make it exactly how I want it. If I gave everything 75, we were only a 97 overall at a 99. But I'm just going to put it on the stamina and vertical for now, and we're going to come back to that and talk about an interesting idea I could have for you guys if you want to make a well-balanced build like this. The first thing we should talk about is how viable is a build like this. So starting with the shooting, 75 3-point, 75 midi. You can hit open with 75, whether it's from the 3-point or the midi. Now, if you're trying to do any contested shots, if you're trying to do any fadeaways, it's going to be a bit tougher. But having the 75 for both is going to give you the badges, and it gives you the ratings to be able to be a knockdown shooter. It's going to be a little bit tougher, you know, if you're not too good at timing your jump shot. But for everybody that's been shooting good on players, I mean, a ton of people shoot with a 76 3-pointer. I've shot with low 3-pointers on bigs. It's not too hard of a thing when it comes to the finishing. 75 standing dunk will give you the ability to get really good standing dunks. 75 driving dunk gets you really good packages and really good standing dunk animations as well. The 75 layup you can hit every single time once you get your timing down. The 75 close shot, 75 post control is a bit different. You're not really going to be mashing too well. You won't be post-spinning, drop-stepping other defenders that are your size, but you can use them to take advantage of matchups. So overall, the shooting and finishing, if you're somebody that likes to take efficient and smart takes, this will definitely work for you. If you're somebody that likes to fade away from 3, if you like to try to dunk on 5 people in the paint, obviously it's not going to work. But it is definitely viable when you go to the playmaking. The pass accuracy is just high enough to be perfect. You can easily pass the ball. 75 ball handle, 75 speed with ball is going to give you a good dribble animation. So you can play point, you can play 2-guard. You can definitely handle the ball with these ratings. In a perfect world, you wouldn't be the main ball handler. You would be a secondary, but I'm not going to rule out being able to play point guard with 75 ball handle, 75 speed with ball, and 75 pass accuracy because I've seen a ton of people do it. Now, when it comes to the defense, the perimeter defense, it's all bronze badges. Same thing with the steal. You're not going to be a lockdown, but you'll definitely be able to hold your own against your matchup as long as they're not an elite player on the game. The 75 interior is going to give you that post-move lockdown, so if somebody's trying to back you down, to go along with the 75 strength, you're going to have a good chance in the paint. Same thing with the block. You don't get anchor, unfortunately, but chase down on bronze, and the 75 block is going to give you the ability to block the ball. To go along with the rebounding, you know, again, you should not be playing as the center for your team, but you can help him out with boards. Defense solid all around, and you could actually go max wingspan on this build and still keep all the 75 attributes everywhere. I would recommend to do that if you're thinking about seriously making a build like this. The long arms are only going to make you a better defender, only going to make you a better rebounder than the speed, acceleration, strength, vertical, stamina. It's all pretty good. Nothing elite, you know, nothing you should be going down the court 94 feet trying to press somebody, but you'll definitely be able to keep up with your matchup. You'll have some strength to get bumpy with them. It sounds obvious, but this build is a jack of all trades. It can do everything. It can shoot, it can dunk, it can do layups, it's got post moves, it's got ball handling, it's got defense, it's got rebounding. There's no weakness on this build. Now, if you're not a good player, you're going to struggle with this build. You won't really be able to make your mark. But if you're elite at the game, you could be elite in every single category, even with just having, you know, some mid stats everywhere. And as you guys can see, the build is called a scrappy point. If you're somebody that likes to have the rare build names too, that is an added bonus. Now, if you're seriously thinking about wanting to make a build like this is what I would recommend you do. You start with making all your stats 75, and then with what you have left over, as you guys are going to see, I take it off the vertical, I take it off the stamina. Focus on a way to make your build elite at one thing, and then you can just be pretty good at everything else. Like if you want to be a better shooter, you could put it all in mid-range, all in 3-points. You can just keep the 3-point the way it is and then put it all in mid-range. That's going to give you more shooting badges. It's going to give you access to more great jump shot bases. And now, instead of just being mid at everything, you're actually pretty good at shooting to go along with decent finishing, decent playmaking, decent defense. You can do the same thing in the playmaking category. If you want to be more of a point guard with this build, you can put it in pass accuracy, ball handle. That's going to make you a bit more of a point guard with just decent shooting, decent finishing, decent defense. Same thing if you just wanted to add the extra attributes to perimeter defense or steal, so you can be more of a lock. Now, obviously, is this a build I would recommend for you guys to make? No, but if you're somebody that likes to play solo queue, if you're somebody that just likes to do a little bit of everything, this build, it's not terrible. It can actually work. And if you can't really decide what you want to do, if you get bored, you know, being a slasher, so you make a sharpshooter, then you get bored of your sharpshooter, so you make a big, then you get bored of that, so you make a playmaker, and you want to just be able to do a little bit of everything, have some fun dribble moves, have a decent jump shot, be able to play some defense, be able to dunk the ball, be able to do layups. I mean, this could be the build for you. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys have seen anybody with a build like this. If any of you guys got a build and want to let me use it for a video, of course, I would always be down for that too, man. This is Tonic. If you did enjoy the video, if you want to drop a like, subscribe, of course, I appreciate it a ton. And I'm out. Peace.